Week 2 of the SFL in its latter stages, but we have a game ahead of us here between two 0-1 teams looking to get in the correct side of the win-loss column. Welcome in to Los Angeles. It is Chris Curtis and Mike O'Neill with you for the Louisiana Revolution, headed to LA to take on the LA Lycans. Mike, how you doing, sir?
Oh, I'm doing good, Curtis. I'm really excited about tonight. We've got a good game ahead of us tonight.
Yeah, we do. Should be a good one, no doubt about that, as these two teams get ready to go. It is the LA Lycans who lost a heartbreaker a week ago against Arizona, and they come through and try to get into the correct side of the win column against the Louisiana team who, Mike, they struggled. No doubt about that against Mexico City. See if they can work on getting things righted on this side of week 2. Just about ready for football. Mike, I understand you have some keys, one for each team.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, let's be honest. Both of these teams want to erase week 1 off of their board, right? I've got keys for both of these teams to have success tonight. Big key for Louisiana is going to be keep Tommy Utah in a rhythm, right? He didn't throw a touchdown in his first game. In fact, Louisiana was the only team in the SFL to not throw a touchdown in week 1. And big key for LA here, you want to really get the run game going. They only had 30 yards on the ground against Arizona. They have to look to get the run game going early, especially with Jack Flash having the production he did last week. That could be really big dividends for LA.
Shea Carroll on the return to the 24, and we have the LA offense in front of us to start things out against this Revolution defense. Under center, Sully Richardson. See what first down has for us as this game takes its time to get underway. Quick pass right side, quick one-handed grab. That was real nice. Finding wide receiver Chris Lee, their number 1 option.
Yeah, Chris Lee really doing a good job there. Just a quick little arrow route, but I like what they're doing right here with Sully, setting up a 2nd and short. It's really good job by Lycans. 2nd
and 2. LA ready to go with a heavy set. This will be a handoff through the right side and a first down inside the 35-yard line. It's Darius Iniguez.
Yeah, it's a really good run. I like what they're doing here. You know, you go pass quick right out of the gate, then you run, follow it up with a run, pick up a first down. It's I like what I'm seeing out of LA.
Looking to throw this. That's right side. Caught. Good comebacker route. It's going to have them at a 9-yard completion. Lee's 2nd catch already off to a good start.
Yeah, again, like we said, you know, just really just hitting on all cylinders right now. I mean, Sully looks poised. He looks calm and collected. This is what you want to see if you're a Lycans fan on the first drive.
Yeah, definitely want to see something more comfortable out of them. Louisiana's defense trying to hold serve here, trying to make it a 3rd and short. Not going to happen. That's a run up the right side. This one for Jalen Wells, the halfback, and that is a 1st and 10 for the Lycans.
Yeah, they come out on jumbo set and just send Jalen Wells up the middle. I mean, really good job. Really good job. He had 17 carries on the ground last week for LA.
2 to the right, 1 to the left. Good looking drive to start things out here for LA. 1st and 10. Looking to throw this. Throw over the middle, and that is not going to happen. Chris Lee, the intended target, but a little bit too tall for him. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Curtis, and we need to keep an eye on this matchup because for whatever reason, I don't know if you've noticed, but all 3 passes have targeted Chris Lee on this opening drive. There's got to be something they saw on tape this week coming into this matchup, so we need to keep an eye on that matchup.
And 2 to the right, 1 to the left, split backs formation, 4-3 look on defense for Louisiana. Handoff right side, got through the bunch at the line of scrimmage and got a couple of yards there. Wells on the carry. McCullough helps him up, and that will work. It'll set up a decent 3rd down.
Yeah, good job by big Gary Clem coming in and making the tackle and preventing a bigger gain on that for LA.
Here we go. Key 3rd down in this drive.
The big 3rd down Louisiana.
Looking to throw this. Blitz coming. Throw right side, and it is complete. Oh, man. Shea Carroll brought that one in somehow. It's 1st and 10 on a ball at his feet.
Yeah, Shea Carroll did a really good, it was almost like a little hitch route, but Sully had the awareness to throw it low, you know, close to the ground where Shea Carroll could only get in. Good job. Another conversion for LA.
1st and 10. Handoff through the middle. He'll have one. Not much more than that. Good stop there again, Gary Clem.
Yeah, Gary Clem all over the field right now.
Makes for a 2nd and long. 3 minutes gone almost in this first quarter of play. This will be a throw. Throws over the middle. It's tipped and nearly brought in by Gary Clem. He had his hands all over it, couldn't bring it in. It'll be 3rd and long coming up here, still outside field goal range.
Again, another big 3rd down. And this is, I mean, LA was 55% on 3rd down conversions last week. Let's see if they can continue off to this hot start.
They have to rely on the foot of John Smith if all goes not according to plan here. 5 wide, 3 bunched to the left. Pressure coming, throw. That's caught. Real nice quick pitch and catch to Shea Carroll again. Now they're in field goal range. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, Shea Carroll just running a nice fly route, almost like a skinny post there, and really just going up and getting it. Just man coverage. Louisiana's came out in man coverage just about every single play on defense in this first drive. So interested to see if they kind of shake things up. So far, LA's taken advantage of it.
6.5 minutes left in this first quarter. 1st and 10. That's a handoff left side, not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 11. Jalen Wells again gets stopped right at the line of scrimmage and a little bit backward.
Yeah, good job by Tank Bennett coming down and shooting the gap and picking up or getting a nice tackle for loss for the stat sheet.
Sully backs it up, throws, looks towards the 5. That one's caught to the 3-yard line, and that'll get him down inside of 1st and goal territory. It's LZ Pryor.
LZ Pryor, first catch of the game, 1-on-1 with Evan Arthur. And this is just a really, really good throw by Sully. Inside leverage, right? You've got the safety in the middle of the field. And so what do? You lead that ball inside. And really, really good job there by the Lycans offense, getting things going, setting up a 1st and goal.
At the 2-yard line, LA would really like a first strike here if they can get it. That's a handoff, left side, through the tackles, to the outside, trying to get there, he does! Jalen Wells, that's a touchdown for the Lycans.
Jalen Wells just jumped over the entirety of a human being on this football field, Curtis. That was unbelievable. And how about the opening drive by the Lycans to come downfield, drive down the entire field in a methodical way, and look at this, look at the blocking from the outside. I mean, just unbelievable. You see 86 out there getting the block and sealing at the edge there, and really good job by Jalen Wells to dive over the top. Lycans are really cooking on offense so far, Curtis.
Solid drive for LA. That took almost half the quarter as well. That's really good work from LA as they get this all the way downfield. Kick on the extra point is up and through. No problem for John Smith. 13 plays, 76 yards, 4 minutes, 21 seconds off of that clock. That's about as methodical as you can be for LA.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest with you. If you're a Lycan fan, after the last game against Arizona last week, I mean, you're really licking your chops right now, because this is what we've wanted to see out of the Lycans. We wanted to see this out of LA, just that methodical offense, keeping Sully really clean and keeping him poised. I mean, really, I can't say enough about that first drive, Curtis.
Short kick to the 15-yard line, return to about the 40-yard line, and we get to see the Louisiana offense led by Tommy Utah. Dwayne Salmons and Chris Grant Jr. remain full halfback combos. Fullback Cameron Collier. Noah Scott, the other fullback as well. Ziggy Ronick, Adam Banks, Kingston Ellington, and Mike Twinscrew, your wide receiving quartet. Levy Leeson, John Michael Suddeth, along with Tyler Gregory, your trio of tight ends. This will be thrown to the left. That one's a fumble and dove on by LA. They have the ball at the moment. I have a feeling that's going to probably be looked at, which is cue the excitement there.
Yeah, I think this one's coming back, Curtis. You can see right here, Tommy Utah does a good job. It's a nice little hitch route, but I really don't think there was enough time there. I don't think Ziggy Ronick had it long enough for it to be considered a fumble.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking too. And Louisiana agrees with you. And as possession before fumble is going to be the name of the challenge. Brought to you by Retroid Pocket. The retroactive look at the play is underway. Go to GoRetroid.com to get your hands on the Retroid Pocket 3 Plus and bring the emulator on the go with you. That is going to be a pickup by LA, but I don't think it's going to matter. We'll get the summary here.
I think it's coming back.
Yep, call in the field overturned, and Louisiana gets the better of that exchange. They will keep the football, and it'll be an incomplete pass. So it's kind of what we expected coming out of that. Yeah. No issue there, first or second and 10.
Yeah, refs got it right. They got it right. It's good to see good calls like that. And you know, Louisiana, it's just a second and 10 now. I like the idea, though. I like going to Ziggy Roenick on first and 10 hitch.
Something we may see again before too long. 2 to the left, 2 in the backfield in the eye. Looking to throw this. Utah, left side. That one is caught. Oh, it's incomplete. Looked like he had it in the window, but it did not quite get where it was supposed to go as Rochelle Colston gets her hands on it, and it's third down.
Yeah, it was a good pass breakup by Rochelle Colston. John Michael Sudduth only had one catch last week for 33 yards, and honestly, he's kicking himself. He didn't hold on to that one there.
3 in the bunch to the right, 1 to the left as well. In the dime is LA. Third and 10, you got to get it to the 47. Utah throw over the middle. That one's caught. Needed that to keep the drive alive, and they get exactly what they needed as Kingston Ellington coming up with his first catch of the game.
Yeah, great job. You see the nice rollout there by Tommy Utah. You see the nice pick up by the block or by the back there, and then really good throw, good spot on the throw there from Utah to Kingston Ellington, who gets his first catch already.
That'll work. Louisiana in a good spot. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Nickel look on defense for LA. First and 10 in LA territory. Thrown over the middle. That one's caught. A real nice drive over the middle to get him to the 25-yard line. That's Mike Twinscrew's first catch of the game. First and 10.
Yeah, and this one was pretty much written on the walls, Curtis. You see Twinscrew go in motion before. Nobody moved with him. He knew it was zone coverage. So what do? They send him right in between, right up the seam, in between the safeties. They knew it was going to be wide open from the start. Twinscrew makes a great grab and comes down with it, setting up a great first down here.
Nice work. Louisiana trying to answer the drive that LA just had and get their first passing touchdown potentially of the season. That is going to be through the middle. Nice run through the hole. It's Dwayne Salmon's first carry.
Everybody talks about these two backs here in Louisiana and how much damage they can do. We didn't quite see it in week 1, but Dwayne Salmons and Chris Grant Jr., make no mistake, they are a good duo. That is a little bit more like what people expect to see out of this run game. Let's see if they can keep it going.
Sergei Katzlov, Cole Katz, Odette Boudreau, Ross Napoli, and Ray Lafayette, your all-contracted offensive line for Louisiana. They're the ones that are responsible for opening up the holes for those two backs you just mentioned. 2nd and 1. Handoff left side. That is a first down and a couple more. Down to the 13-yard line. Chris Grant Jr.'s first carry of the game.
Yeah, so far, here's what I'm seeing, Curtis. On defense, LA's playing a lot of zone coverage, right? They don't have anybody coming down into the box. They're more kind of afraid, I think, that Louisiana's going to beat them over the top. So let's see how this run game develops for Louisiana.
First and 10, 3.5 minutes left, pitch right. That is going to be a chance for Salmons. Getting to the outside, breaks the tackle, breaks 2, and he's taking it to the house. Louisiana's on the board. That's a touchdown.
Just like we suspected, Dwayne Salmons comes in big, not only breaking a tackle on the outside, but look at the speed to get to the edge, showing he's not just big, right? That he can get out there to the outside, break a tackle, and push it into the end zone. That is exactly what Louisiana needed. So far, I'm not going to speak too soon, Curtis, but both of these teams look completely different offensively than they did last week.
Fair enough. Yeah, things are much more confident on both sides of the offense. Kick is up and on the way. It is up and it is through from Otis Boudreau on the extra point. 7 plays, 61 yards, just over 2 minutes time of possession, and we've got scores on each side in this first quarter.
Oh man, I'm excited after these 2 drives, Curtis. I'm a little giddy here in the booth with you. I'm just excited for good offensive football. We didn't see, it's these are we saw these two teams kind of struggle in week 1. I'm excited to see what they've got for us.
Yeah, if we have a shootout, I would be very happy to see it. Shea Carroll in the return gets it to the 25. 1st and 10 for these LA Lycans, who are going to try to answer the Louisiana drive. And, I mean, if we're just going to sit here and trade touchdowns all day, I'm happy to see it.
Let's see if Louisiana sticks with that man coverage that they've been going with.
3 to the right, 1 to the left. That's a handoff through the middle, and that is a couple of yards at least. It'll get him 4 yards for Jalen Wells and make it a 2nd and 6.
Yeah, interesting. Good call by LA, though. You recognize the 3-man front. That's the biggest weakness is running in between the tackles against the 3-man front. So great job by LA to recognize and put in a run there.
Split backs formation. 4-3 look from the Louisiana defense. Going more into the nickel now.
Tight end there. Yeah.
Yep. Handoff. Trying to run it around the formation. Not going to happen. 3rd and 7 after no gain there. Gary Clem again on the stop.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like it's not even the end of the first quarter. I feel like we've said Gary Clem's name like 6 times.
Yeah, he's been all over the place, as you alluded to.
Yeah, long time, really good linebacker for sure.
Here comes 5 wide. Pressure coming. Quick throw. Not going to happen. That's a 3-yard pass, but he had to get the ball away. So good recognition by Sully on the blitz. 4th and 4. LA will have to punt it away.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you didn't get the first down. I obviously understand you're upset about that, but you got to be happy if you're a Lycans fan about how quickly Sully got that ball out and recognized where the blitz was coming from. You know what I mean? And was able to get the ball out. I mean, that's a great thing. We talk about turnovers all the time and how they can really hinder a team. It's really good to see that out of Sully for sure.
Good punt. Gets it down to the 30 in Louisiana territory. Fair caught there. 1st and 10 for the Revolution. See what they can do to possibly close out this first quarter of play. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Utah backs it up. Plenty of time. Thrown. Gets hit as he threw. Arm moves forward. Incomplete pass. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, he was looking for Ziggy Roanoke there. Just running a seam route there. Just going up. And just the pressure got to him. Good job by LA's defense.
2nd and 10. I formation for Utah. That's Dwayne Salmons in the backfield as the dot to the eye. Thrown to Salmons in the flat. Not going to happen. That's a 2-yard gain. Make it 3rd and 8. Good tackle there. If you're new to the Simulation Football League, welcome. The SFL is football for everyone. Get off the sideline and start your player today by joining our Discord server at simfl.net. Click the Join the Community button and begin your career just to meet the stars of the SFL on and off the field. It is never too late to get involved. 3rd and 8. Key 3rd down for Louisiana. Trying to avoid a punt. Tight end moves to the right. Rolling out is Utah. Has time. Thrown cross body, and he's got a completion out to the 45-yard line. It's Mike Twinscrew's 2nd catch. It's a 1st down for the Revolution.
I don't know what this connection is building here for Twinscrew between Utah and Twinscrew, but look right there. I mean, they've got 3 guys underneath there, and I mean, just a really good placement there by Utah to find Twinscrew open. Don't look now, but this might be a developing storyline for this game.
64 seconds left in this first quarter of play. Pitch play, right side. Plenty of room for Salmons. He's going to get taken down at the 48-yard line, though. He'll gain a few. 2nd and 3. Still probably 1 more play left before we see the end of the first.
Yeah, I think they're going to get this one off here. 2nd and 3, though. I mean, do you take a shot? I mean, I would go with play action. That's just me, though.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad way to go. It'll be a pitch instead. That's Chris Grant Jr. He gets a couple more. Actually, they're going to give him 1. I think that's a little bit stingy. 3rd and 2 coming up, and that indeed should bring us to the end. Oh, maybe the end of the first. They may snap it before.
I don't know. It looks like they've got a little bit of urgency here. They're trying to get this first down before the first quarter ends.
They're going to try. 3rd and 2. 14 seconds left on the game clock. Plenty left on the play clock. Move the tight end. They will snap it. Left side, trying to get there. Salmons not going to do it. 4th and inches will end the first quarter of play with zeros on it. Salmons can't do it, and they'll have to punt it away after this break. It's the end of the first in LA. It's a 7-all score. It's the SFL on YouTube. Back in the booth with you, Chris Curtis, Mike O'Neill, as we get things set up for the second quarter of play. It is a couple of touchdowns, one on each side, and nothing but methodical drives so far. No real quick strikes, Mike, as it'll be a 4th and 1, 4th and inches, and Louisiana's going to try for it, and they're going to get it. A 4th down conversion nets them a 1st down and a new set. They move the chains.
Well, what do you do, Curtis, whenever you pay 2 backs the way that you pay those 2 backs and Dwayne Salmons and Chris Grant Jr.? You continue to run the football, even in situations where some people wouldn't.
Yeah, you might as well. You've got a couple of impact players there. Utah on 1st down is going to check this down to the left. It is an incomplete pass. It'll hit the turf. He's hit as he threw. It's a couple times this game already that Utah's been hit as he releases the football.
Yeah, Alex Perez came flying off the end there from that defensive end position, just and knocked Utah as he was trying to throw the ball. Good job by Alex Perez.
It's 30 seconds gone in the second quarter. 2nd and 10 for Utah and company. He has the football, pressure coming over the middle. That one's caught. Plenty of room, and he fumbled the football. This time, no question, LA transfers possession to themselves at their own 17-yard line.
Oh, and you hate to see it, Curtis. You know, we talked about John Michael Sudduth. He had the drop earlier. He makes an incredible grab there in man coverage and then just gets knocked out there by Monty Wyatt. Comes in and punches the football out. John Michael Sudduth having some struggles early on. We'll see if he can make some redemption for himself in a little bit, but you hate to see that if you're a Louisiana fan, just shooting yourself in the foot.
Monty Wyatt, formerly of Carolina, comes up with the big ball punch to get it out of John Michael Sudduth's hands and set up LA with a possession. That's going to be a pass that's overthrown. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there, looking for Chris Lee. It'll be 2nd down.
No, there was no miscommunication. That's called Tank Bennett and man coverage.
Fair enough. Fair enough. 9.5 minutes still left in this first half. 2nd and 10. Sully Richardson's under center. He's got a strong eye look to this formation. He'll move the tight end to the right of the formation now. Hands it off through the middle. That is not going to go very far. Only 3 yards added to Jalen Wells' totals for the game on that play. 3rd and 7.
Yeah, I like what they're trying to do, though. It's always good. You can get you can use some pre-snap motion in there to kind of determine what the defense is doing, and going for a run there. I'm not mad at it.
2 for 3 on 3rd down. Sully looking for 3 for 4. He's got a catch. 1st down and more out to the 40-yard line, and that is LA moving the chains. Chris Lee's 3rd catch.
Yeah, Chris Lee, 5 catches, 79 yards last week. So far, he's got 3 already, and look at that dot from Sully Richardson. One-on-one man coverage. LA comes out here. They say, okay, you want to play man coverage against us? Let's see what you can do. We're going to move Chris Lee all around the field, and we're going to dot you up a little bit.
1st and 10. LA moves the chains, looking pretty good on this offensive drive. That is a handoff to Jalen Wells. He'll have himself 5 more yards, and it is 2nd and a nickel.
I got to give it to him. So far in this quarter, or in this first half, I'll say, Curtis, I've seen quite a few, at least 4 or 5 different types of run plays kind of thrown in there, and I really like the diversity here from LA.
3 yards a carry for him so far, 27 on 9. That is going to be through the middle, and just a couple of yards added on, just 2. 3rd and 3 coming up. That was Iniguez's first carry.
Yeah, Iniguez is known for that speed, right? He's the speedster on LA, and it's going to be interesting to see how they use him. It's a big 3rd down here.
3rd and 3. Backing it up, 5-step drop. Sully wings it over the middle, well overthrown, and that is going to be 4th down. Looking for Jack Flash over the middle.
Yeah, Jack Flash just shy under 100 yards. He had 4 catches for 85 yards last week. I like the idea, though. 3rd and short, just try and go over the top. I really like the aggressiveness. I'm loving the confidence out of Sully and the Lycans so far.
They're punting on this drive, but that is still a decent drive they had, getting it up past the 50. This will be a good punt out to about the 17-yard line. That's where they'll stop him as well. And here come the Revolution for their third drive of this football game. 7:33 to go in this second quarter. There's your team stats right there, and things looking fairly even so far.
Yeah, these two teams are doing a really good job so far, moving the football and kind of having their way and running their style of offenses.
11 first downs between these two teams. Utah looking to throw it. Right side caught. First down and more out to the 32-yard line. Twin Screws' fourth catch of the game. It'll be 1st and 10.
There goes that man again, Curtis. Twin Screw has been all over the field. I mean, look at him. Look at him just finding and sitting in between the zones. I mean, you got 3 underneath, 3 over top, and for Tommy Utah to just deliver that football right in between says a lot about the development of this team between week 1 and week 2, Curtis.
And check that third catch of the game for Twin Screw. He's got 49 receiving yards, just over 16 per at the moment. That's pretty good. 1st and 10.
See Big John Michael Sudduth there, down at the bottom of the line.
See where they go with this. 5 on the play clock. Utah throws fairly short, gets a couple of yards on this, makes it a 2nd and 4. That's at least something moving forward for Kingston Ellington.
Yeah, 2nd and 4 is a great situation to be in. You know, they're staying ahead of the chains. It's a really good situation. I can't say enough about this Louisiana offense. I would love to see a run, though, here.
That would be a good time for it. Get Salmons involved. They will. They'll give it to Dwayne, and he will not get very far. No gain on the play is what they are going to say as well. That creates a 3rd and 3, and Louisiana's up against it.
Yeah, Ben Charbs comes down and makes a really, really good play there, preventing a first down. Let's see what Louisiana draws up here.
2 for 3 on 3rd downs in this game. JMS in motion, left to right across the formation. All 3 receivers out wide on the right-hand side. Utah throws. That is incomplete. Good timing on the tackle. Couldn't quite bring that one in. Levy Lease, the intended target, and Louisiana will be stuck punting it away.
Yeah, I like the design, Curtis. You know, they put JMS in motion from left to right, and then on the left side, they've got Levy Lease running a quick little hitch route to pick up the first down, and just didn't work out there. But again, sometimes, what's that saying? Sometimes the best offense is a good defense.
Yeah, there you go. 60% of the time, it works every time is what I was thinking of. But, 1st and 10, as that'll be returned to the 27-yard line.
Man, it is always a pleasure calling games with you, Curtis.
Likewise, my friend. Thank you. All right, 1st and 10. Let's make it happen. LA is going to have the ball for their 4th possession. It's been not exactly roses and rainbows so far for them. They had the touchdown earlier, but it's been a struggle. Albeit they've gotten yardage, but just haven't been able to put the pieces together, so to speak. That is going to be a throw that's overthrown of the bunch at the back of the formation. Chris Lee, the intended target, 2nd and 10.
That's that same play that we talked about last time. Tank Bennett coming down and just shutting it down. Excellent job, because that is, I guarantee you, that's a play that Louisiana saw on tape that they implemented, and they said, you know what, we're not going to let this fly.
Yeah, we have something that can stop that. That's not a problem. That's a play that worked fairly well against Arizona a week ago as well.
Yep.
2nd and 10. Through the middle, and that'll be a 6-yard carry for Jalen Wells. He's had the majority, the lion's share, so to speak, of the carries so far over Darius Iniguez, and he's been making good use of it. 3 yards a carry and a touchdown so far. 10 carries, possibly 11 after this one's done. Nope, Sully will throw it. Pump fake. And doesn't get it away in time. He's going to get taken down, and a quick 1-2-3 kick for LA. It's 4th down.
Yeah, Chance Wall coming in. You see Chance Wall jumping, right? Not only to try and get the deflection, but then still has time to get back on his feet and make the sack against Sully Richardson. That's a really, really good play. And if you're LA, again, your defense is playing well. Don't be scared to punt it away. It's all right to take a sack. It's better than throwing an interception. You know, both of these teams right now staying clean, kind of testing the waters in this first half. Let's see what Louisiana can draw up here on offense.
And there you go. Louisiana's going to get this ball back at their own 28-yard line after a decent kick. We'll put them back there. 1st and 10 for them as they now have a chance again to take the lead. It's been an even game so far as the way these two teams have played it. You almost didn't think that was going to be the case. The way LA had played Arizona so tight a week ago. You thought maybe they had the advantage, but so far, it's been a really good game. 1st and 10. Utah's under center, looking to throw this. Plenty of time, and he's taken down hard at the 29-yard line. It's going to be a 3-yard loss, and what a hit that Utah just took.
Yeah, that was a really good, I believe it was, again, Alex Perez coming off that defensive end spot. So that's something to keep an eye on for the rest of this matchup. I mean, 55, Alex Perez is coming off the end, and for whatever reason, Louisiana's right tackle can't keep up right now.
At the 24-yard line, Louisiana, 2nd and 13. Has the football, throws left side, quick little inside slant. It's going to have a completion, and that'll be 3rd and 8 for a quick 5-yard grab.
Yeah, I like the little hitch route for Ziggy Roenick. You know, keeping Utah, trying to keep Utah in a rhythm. It's a big 3rd down here, and this LA crowd is not quiet.
No, they've got to get to the 37. Utah will throw it that way. It is incomplete. Not able to hold on to that football, and it'll be 4th down once more. Twin screw the intended target, and Louisiana will punt.
Yeah, Ben Sharps, we called his name earlier, making the big tackle, setting up a 3rd down earlier. This time it comes in the way of a pass deflection, and great job playing in coverage. Twin screw's been hot so far. They're trying to feed the hot hand. Ben Sharps recognizes that, gets in correct position and coverage, and makes a nice pass deflection.
That is returnable on the punt out to the 35-yard line to the 36. And that is Shake Carroll's return there. So LA, a couple of quick possessions, one for each team. 3 and outs on both sides. One of these teams will get a foothold eventually, you'd think. But the way the defenses are playing right now, both defenses are playing really well.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is about all you can ask for as a spectator, Curtis.
It is. I love defensive games, so this is a special kind of treat, the way these defenses are going right at the moment. One of these teams is going to get something to go off, just a matter of when. Flash on the left of the formation, handoff to Jalen Wells. He'll get through 1 tackle, then almost 2, but he's taken down after a 4-yard gain, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, really good job getting to the outside there by Jalen Wells, and I like how LA had the blocking sent out there as well. I mean, they had some good blocking. Jalen Wells could have easily broken that one, but good job by Louisiana's defense to kind of tame it down.
Handoff through the middle, not going to happen. Stopped there at the 41-yard line, make it 3rd and 5. Tank Bennett comes down to make the hit on the running back, and it creates a mid-range 3rd down for LA.
So this is where LA is kind of, dampered off, if you will. These 3rd downs here, they've got to draw something up good.
And off again. He's not going to get through. It's going to be a stop again. Louisiana makes the hit. They lose a yard, and another punt upcoming for the Lycans.
Yeah, Slyn Shady doing a great job coming down and playing the run coverage, setting up a crucial 4th down for LA here. Now they're having to punt it away. We're approaching the 2-minute mark here, Curtis, and Louisiana. I mean, could we see some spark out of this offense here to set up the going into half?
Well, maybe that'll start it. Good return there from the 25 to the 31 for Ellington. And Louisiana moving right to left across your screen. May have a chance to do something here as we get get this new drive started for them. But not a lot of time left. At least the goal should be 3 points. Get something before the end of the half.
Yeah, I think you got to leave this drive with 3 points if you're Tommy Utah and company. And look, I think it's got to come by the way of passing. Honestly, if I'm Louisiana right now, I'm trying to spread the ball out a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Ellington and Twin Screw both have catches. Start utilizing them if you can. Roenick has one as well. That'll be a 2-yard run instead. And that is a stop just past the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, like we were saying, Louisiana, they're trying to run the ball.
2-minute warning is upon us. LA is tied 7-7 with Louisiana at their place. 120 seconds left of the half. It's Simulation Football League on YouTube.
Yeah, Louisiana's trying to run the ball. They've just LA's onto that. They've got their run defense looking really good. If I'm Louisiana, I'm going through the air.
See what they can do. Pitch play, right side instead. Salmons can't get free. He's going to get stopped and no gain on the play. 3rd and 8. Now they're forced to pass it.
Another big play by Ben Sharps, coming up and making a huge, huge play. It's been so far proven to be a really good pickup for this Lycans defense.
100 seconds left in this first half. Bunch left for Louisiana. Utah rolls out to the right, throws for the first down. He's got it. That's a first down. Twin screw again, just shy of midfield. Louisiana moves the chains.
I love this play design. They've got a twin screw on the inside of the bunch running a slant route and just finds the perfect spot right on the seam on the opposite side of the field in between zone coverage, and it's beautiful. That's what they need to do more of.
2 to the left, 1 to the right, looking to throw this again. It should have been picked off. That would have been taken back to the house as well. Oh man, missed opportunity, but at least he knocked it down. Mike Scott still would have been running.
Yeah, Mike Scott making a really big play for the Lycans defense right there, trying to shut it down. And man, this is going back and forth, Curtis.
1:09 left. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Nickel look on defense. Louisiana trying to get something to go. Utah over the top. That's caught. First down and more, down to the 35 in LA territory. First offensive plays we've seen with success in a while for either side.
Yeah, it was a really good play. I believe it's 81. It was Levy Lease.
Yeah.
Or was it Twin Screw?
I think it was Levy Lease in there.
Okay. I think it was Levy Lease off the tight end position, just right down the middle of the seam. Nonetheless, great job by Louisiana.
Under center, Utah looks, throws left. That's going to be around the edge, trying to get something there. Cameron Collier has himself a 7-yard completion, getting the fullback involved.
Yeah, mixing it up, get everybody involved. Yeah, heck, pull the water boy off the sideline, get him involved, right? Anything you can do to get offense and put points on the board before this half, Curtis.
They're in field goal range at the moment for Otis Boudreau. Utah backs it up, throws left side, caught trying to get to the sideline. Not going to happen. 52 ticks to go in this first half. They do have 1 timeout left, so they can probably take a couple shots here to get it closer if they choose to.
Absolutely. And you know what? That was number 85, John Michael Suddeth on that. And how about the redemption grab to pick up a new first down, right? Could potentially help them put some points up before the half. That'd be great.
Utah backs it up, throws. That one's caught. First and goal at the 5-yard line. That one's twin screw. He's hit the 100-yard mark in the first half. Utah looking to throw this. Throws. End zone. It's caught. It's Ziggy Ronig for the touchdown.
Oh my gosh, Curtis. That was to perfection. I mean, I love what they do. They literally put Ziggy Ronig on almost like a little hitch route, and they use his physicality. And what does Tommy Utah do? He literally puts it inside because he knows he's got a physical receiver there fighting, using one arm to fight off the defender and using the other to catch the ball there. And that was textbook. That was perfect.
What a 2-minute drill from Louisiana, coming back to take the lead after LA scores first. That kick is up and through, and Louisiana comes back with 14 unanswered points, 9 plays, 70 yards in just a minute and a half. Very good, efficient work for Louisiana, just shy of the halftime whistle.
Yeah, that was excellent. And how about twin screw? We talked about it earlier. We knew that he was going to be a problem. He's finding holes in this Lycans defense. If we're talking about halftime adjustments, Curtis, that is one thing that they have to do. How are we going to see the Lycans shut down twin screw here in the second half?
Good return out to the 27-yard line. That is a good question. Twin Screw's been very good so far in setting them up for scores. Ziggy Ronig, he's had an up and down day, more up than down now, as Shea Carroll comes out with the return. If you're LA, I think you play it a little more conservative here Don't really want to force a ball downfield and get it picked off and give them 3 more.
Yeah, absolutely. But I could understand a world where Sully Richardson, we've seen some confidence early on from this Lycans offense. Louisiana's been playing a lot of man coverage. I'm just saying, the opportunity could show itself.
That is right side, 1st and 10. And a timeout taken by the Lycans as they keep the ball moving forward. They're still shy of midfield.
Yeah, I like what they're doing here. You're really not in a rush, right? Anything right now is just extra. But I mean, I wouldn't be afraid to take a shot.
Yeah. Looking to throw this right side. What a grab over the middle of the field. That was disgusting on that. That is Jalen Wells, I believe, on the grab with the right hand outstretched. It's a 1st down.
Yeah, and that was actually the play that Tank Bennett has shut down. On that particular play, Tank Bennett moved down into the box and wasn't in position to stop that.
Strong eye look, tight end to the left. This will be a play action to the fullback. Throws over the middle. That one's caught. 1st and 10 to the 30. They're in field goal range, and LA takes their last timeout.
Don't look now, Curtis. Don't look now. I don't know if they're just going to settle for a field goal.
They are not at the moment. Richardson is under center, and he is there by himself. 4 wide and 2 tight ends. Looking to throw this. Plenty of time. Left side. Tipped and incomplete. 17 ticks left. They still have time to take probably 1 more shot.
Oh, man. Chris Lee tried to go up and get it there, but great job by the secondary of Louisiana to kind of tame that and keep that under control. 17 seconds left, and they're going empty again.
Yeah, looks like it. See what they can do. Nickel look on defense. Maybe a mismatch out there for Louisiana.
There's nobody back deep.
Yeah, they're keeping everything in front of them if they can. Looking to throw this. Sully gets the throw off. It's incomplete. 3rd down. They still have a chance for a couple more shots.
Yeah, I mean, these incompletions at least are stopping the clock, right? They try and go to Chris Lee again. No success there, but, I mean, hey, worst comes to worst, you've got the field goal unit in 4th down, right?
3rd and 10. Quads look from the receivers. See if they take a shot. They'll overload the right side. Looks like man-to-man coverage. They're going to hand it off instead. That was a misguided decision, I think. Gary Clem all over it for the stop. It's 4th down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I think that they're gonna let this go into the half.
Well, then.
I think that the call, honestly, they just tried to mix it up there, and it just didn't work out in their favor there, Curtis.
Yeah, no kidding. Halftime is upon us. 14-7, Louisiana and LA at that halftime break. Mike O'Neill, break it down for us, what you've seen in this first half and what we have to look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. So first half, I mean, the big storyline for me has got to be Tommy Utah and Mike Twinscrew. That's a huge storyline, right? We saw the sparks fly from LA first half or first quarter early on, but then it was all Louisiana and Twinscrew finding holes in the defense, and man, they really put on a show that last drive to put up points going into the half. Big question now, can LA stop Twinscrew and this pass attack by Louisiana? Because if they can't, I'm just telling you right now, be on the lookout for a big second half from Dwayne Salmons and Chris Grant Jr. because Louisiana will start to open up the run game, and it can get detrimental and ugly fast for the Lycans. It's all riding on the Lycans defense right now.
Third quarter about to get underway. We're going to take a quick break, brought to you by Brakes GPT.
We just pulled a full-size Taylor Swift helmet. Shout out to all our Swifties. Travis Kelce. This is a Giants Lawrence Taylor.
Patrick Mahomes.
Chad Johnson with the Ocho Cinco.
We have a Drew Brees.
Is that an O.J. Simpson jersey?
It's an Aaron Rodgers.
Oh my goodness.
Tom Brady! Tom Brady!
Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Breaks GPT, featuring signed football jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Breaks GPT offers you the shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Breaks GPT Facebook page and lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, breaksgpt.com. Ball returned to the 42-yard line, back underway with this third quarter of play as Louisiana is going to start out with the football and a good return by Kingston Ellington.
Yeah, great return by Kingston Ellington. I'm surprised we haven't heard a little bit more from him this first half, but let's see what Louisiana does. I'm interested to see how Los Angeles defense comes out here, because after that drive for Louisiana, I mean, do you start to just kind of leave your safeties back a little bit?
It's a fair question. 1st and 10. For the Revs, they try to get something going on this first drive of the second half. Utah will pump fake, then he'll throw. That's tipped at the line. It is 2nd and 10. Quick update, back to SFL HQ we go. Cameron Irvine, go take it away.
Thank you, Curtis. Charleston's first game of the season, Chicago's home opener, and Deterion Darshington, the defensive rookie of the year last season, in his first game in a Predator uniform with the sack. The Predators defense all over Chicago, 9-3 here in the third quarter. Back to you.
Thank you very much. This will be a play to the left, 3rd and 9 coming up here for Louisiana, trying to get something going, and a 3rd down conversion would be a real nice start for them in the second half, Mike.
Yeah, look for the green sleeves, baby. Look for the green sleeves. That's Mike Twinscrew.
Looking to throw this. Utah will roll out right. That one's caught, first down, and out of bounds he goes. It's Ziggy Roenick. He caught the touchdown earlier, and he has a new set of downs for his Revs as they continue moving downfield.
Yeah, love what they do here. They roll out, and it's almost like a little bit of a levels concept. You see Twinscrew underneath, and then you've got Ziggy Roenick running the corner just above it. Almost sets up a two-on-one situation there for the corner, and really good job putting the ball in a good place there by Tommy Utah. Great job. Great first down pickup for Louisiana.
Just under a minute gone in this third quarter of play. They're in LA territory as well. 1st and 10, that'll be handed off. Salmons is there. He's going to bunch his way forward for 1. They'll say just 1, and he's taken down after that. 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I like the idea to go with the run. Really good job for Los Angeles defensive line, because that is that's something that's really going to be a big factor in this second half, Curtis. Utah
backs it up. Time thrown over the middle. That is incomplete. Can maybe argue there may have been DPI downfield, but they won't hear any of that. 3rd and 9.
No, I think you just got to let them play. I think that's what the refs are doing, just kind of letting them play. There's a little bit of physicality right there. Both of these teams really want to win, Curtis. I'll tell you what, that right tackle for Louisiana so far, holding up on Alex Perez, is doing a pretty good job so far this half.
15 on the play clock. Utah, nobody in the backfield. Got to throw this. Plenty of time. Now wings it over the middle. That one is caught. Very good improv downfield by Kingston Ellington to get open for his quarterback. It's 1st and 10 near the red zone.
Well, we just talked about it, opening the half up with that return. We were wondering when we were going to see Kingston Ellington's name be called. Great pickup there to set up another first down here. And how about Tommy Utah? QBR over 100, right? Doing some good things for Louisiana right now. The Revolution fans are pretty hyped up.
Yeah, they're feeling pretty good. 3 to the left. Revs marching downfield, looking to throw this. Plenty of time over the middle. That one's caught into the end zone for a touchdown. What a grab in traffic. And it is Adam Banks for his first catch of the day. Gives the Revs a 2-possession lead.
Curtis, Adam Banks really just made an excellent play. This guy had 1 catch for 19 yards last game, and what does he do? He runs a post route up the seam, and just an excellent job. Again, great ball placement by Tommy Utah. Puts it on the inside where the defender is not, and man, Louisiana right now, this offense is humming.
I know we usually reserve it for the one-handed catches, but I think we're going to call that the Retroid Nice Hands catch of the game. It's Adam Banks capping off a 7-play, 58-yard drive, and the Nice Hands catch of the game brought to you by Retroid. Put a handheld in your hands and play the only game with your player in it. SFL 4K 23. 2-possession lead for the Revolution. LA getting their first possession of the second half underway on this kick, and it'll be kneeled in the end zone to bring it back to the 20-yard line.
Here's the big question now. A lot rides on Sully, right? Because I think Sully's looked pretty good in this game so far, right? So Sully's been making good decisions. Can we see LA come out and have a similar drive to the one that they had on the opening drive of the game?
First and 10. This will be a throw to the toss to the right-hand side. That is a good-looking play for the fullback. Dan Curtis has himself 9.5 yards.
Yeah, I love the pitch out to the fullback. Get the fullback involved, and how about the blocking on the outside to allow Dan Curtis to get all the way up to, second and inches now.
Handoff through the middle. That is going to be a 1st and 10, as Jalen Wells will get himself a first down with a 5-yard carry of his own.
Yeah, I see what's going on now. LA comes out here and they say, you know what? We're going to just run the ball until Louisiana wants to bring their safeties back in. We're going to make them respect the run game, and then we're going to hit them over the top. That's what it's looking to set up here.
That's through the middle again, and broke 1 tackle, can't break 3. And it'll be a 1-yard gain. Good stop just past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, big number 96, Blake B. Craze coming in, and that's a big linebacker, man. He looks like a defensive lineman out there.
Just south of 7 minutes to go in this third quarter. I formation, look 2 to the right, 1 to the left.
They're dropping that defensive end into coverage.
They are. They're also moving a receiver from right to left as well. Into the slot. Handoff instead. Gives him an extra blocker. Trying to use the stiff arm, and he'll get forward, but he can't quite break free. It'll be 3rd and 5, 4-yard gain. Sets up a medium-range third down.
Yeah, 3rd and 5, and this is a big third down. You see Sully coming out here and empty. This is a crucial third down. My money is on number 88, Chris Lee.
He was a target in the first half, is yet to be targeted in this second half. That's a throw, right side, tipped and incomplete. There was a couple of hands in the area that was intended for Chris Lee.
Yeah, Chris Lee had one-on-one coverage out there, but Louisiana's defense, don't look now, but they're playing really good football. They're playing physical. This man coverage is working out for them so far.
So that is going to be a punt upcoming. LA going to give this ball back to the Revs. 21-7 advantage, and the Revolution have a chance to go up 3 scores on the team from Los Angeles, as this will be returned about the 25-yard line by Kingston Ellington. Nothing much past that. Tommy Utah's had a good day so far. He will try to continue that on this drive.
Curtis, you like storylines?
I do.
Oh. How about this for a storyline? One team out of these 2 teams did not put up a single touchdown in the first game of the season. That team is now could potentially go up on a 3-touchdown lead over the other. That's a pretty good storyline.
That is a wild storyline, to be honest with you. I mean, you think about the struggles that Louisiana had against Mexico City a week ago, and for them to come out and do this to a team that played Arizona as tough as they did, it really, it kind of makes more questions than answers, to be honest with you, but really good stuff by Louisiana so far. 2nd and inches, 5.5 minutes left in this third quarter. That'll be a handoff through the middle, and that is a 1st and 10 as Chris Cranton Jr. will bring that one forward. New set of downs for the Revs.
And look out, just like we talked about at halftime, this is where that run game, we start to see the lethal combo between Dwayne Salmons and Chris Grant Jr.
1st and 10. Handoff through the middle. That is a nice hole to run through, and he's going to have himself a first down. Dwayne Salmons been pretty good so far, and he adds another one to his total there.
Yeah, look at the blocking. Look at the fullback, Cameron Collier, getting out to the second level, picking up the linebacker there and just making an extra 5 yards for his running back. And now we've got Salmons in the backfield. They're going back and forth.
1st and 10. Good 1-2 combo to have. Salmons is, Salmons back there who gets hit really hard, and it is going to be Brogan Spearaw on the tackle. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, at this point, LA's just looking at all the players. They're looking on the sidelines like, who's going to make a play for us? Somebody's got to make a play for us. Brogan Spearaw kind of slows things down a little bit there.
See if he can find it. Another handoff through the middle, and it is no gain on the play. Tazzy Blackwell comes up to make the hit. 3rd and long with 4:14 left in the 3rd.
Now this could be a huge stop for LA, right? Typically, you always start to see some momentum changes midway through the 3rd quarter. They go one way or the other, and this could be a really big stop, a big turning point for LA should they get this stop.
3rd and 8. This will be a Utah throw. He's got pressure coming, and he gets taken down. 4th and long after a huge sack is going to set up LA defensively to force a punt.
Alex Perez, that is his 3rd sack on the evening, Curtis. 3rd sack. I made the comment coming into the second half that the right tackle was doing a better job keeping up with him. But what does Alex Perez do? Superstars find ways, right, to make plays. And that is what Alex Perez is looking like right now.
Made an impact, no doubt about that. Punt coming, end over end. Going to have this to about the 9-yard line. It'll bounce there towards the end zone and into the paint. And that'll be a touchback for LA, who starts their drive at the 20-yard line. And they're getting to the point now they don't really want to go down or keep being down 2 scores going into the 4th quarter. This becomes a pretty key drive.
This is a massive drive, Curtis, because, look, if Sully can drive this team down the field right now, put up 7 points, this is just a regular ball game. You go back to your normal offense. There's no panic.
Handoff through the middle and a supercharged run through the middle. That was a lot of speed there for Jalen Wells, and he gets 6.
Yeah, they call Iniguez the speedster, but I don't know. Jalen Wells just exploded through that offensive line, and that was pretty impressive.
That was nice. He found a hole and charged through it. Heavy set look, 2nd and 4. Handoff through the right side, gets a couple more. And that's Iniguez with the run. 3rd and 1 coming up for LA, and a key 3rd down here.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with Iniguez. That needs to be, this is a speedster they've got here. They've got Jalen Wells in the backfield now, so I'm thinking, again, right between the tackles.
Very well could be. They're 3 for 9 so far on 3rd downs. Need a conversion, and they got one. Big time conversion through the middle, and that is Jalen Wells there for a 1st down.
Now is where you open up the pass a little bit. If I'm LA's coach right now, I'm saying, all right, we've literally got them stacking the box. You can see the box right here, Curtis. Look at the box right now. They've got literally 7, 8 in the box right now. If you took a shot right here, you've got so much opportunity on the back end of that defense.
See if they decide to do that or if this is going to be a run. They're going to move the receiver Shea Carroll in motion. Left to right. It'll be a throw. Sully to the outside. Going to try to turn the corner. Can't do it. That is Jack Flash with the reception, and he takes it out of bounds after he's forced that way. 2nd and 4.
Yeah, Jack Flash has been quiet. I like the idea. I like the concept. They get everybody in the box, and then they throw almost like an out route or a shallow corner to Jack Flash towards the sideline. That's a really good play design for LA.
We've seen him turn that corner before, so he's agile enough to do it, and the defender was wary of that. So good stuff there. That's going to be a run through the middle, 1st down and more. It is Jalen Wells one more time, 1st and 10 for LA as they start to put a drive together.
And this is why you have a player on the roster like Jalen Wells, right? This exact situation. Jalen Wells is the poster child for a workhorse back.
Sully looks to throw this right side, caught. 1st down and more out to the 41-yard line towards the 40. And that is Shea Carroll on the grab, 1st down.
Yeah, Shea Carroll, I didn't quite see the route. It looks like if I'm looking on the right side, it's just a post route. Just a post route, and he sits in front of coverage, but nonetheless finds inside coverage or inside leverage, and Sully puts it in the right place.
1st and 10. 44 seconds left in this third quarter. Sully will throw this over the middle. Caught, first down and more again. Out to the 27-yard line. LZ Pryor's second catch of the ball game has them in business in field goal range.
This is what happens, Curtis, whenever you start running the football well. You start using Jalen Wells between the tackles, you get them to stack the box, and then you start opening up the pass game, and that's what happens. Right now they're driving down the field, and suddenly LA's offense is unpredictable.
They could really go anywhere. 1st and 10. Any kind of play is going to work in a nickel look on defense. Move a man in motion.
Louisiana showing blitz.
Also showing man-to-man on the outside right now. But they are overloading that left side. They do send one extra throw over the middle. Caught out just outside the hash marks to the 10-yard line towards the 7-yard line. And that is a 1st and goal for the LA Lycans.
Yeah, that was perfect. They send the outside linebacker on a blitz, and there's nobody underneath that safety right there. And Sully Richardson delivers a dot interior to the post.
That is the end of the third. It is going to get closer, it looks like. But right now, 21-7, Louisiana has the lead. We'll pause per station ID. It's the SFL on YouTube.
The Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited.
And a welcome back to those of you just tuning in. Where you been? It's been a good one so far. 21-7 so far. Louisiana has the advantage, but LA trying to cut it towards a one possession game. This one's over the head of Jack Flash, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, and I'd be careful because of Jack Flash having the success he did last week against Arizona. I would be careful with him in the red zone here. I guarantee Louisiana had some tape on him and kind of knew what to expect out of that.
2nd and goal. LA trying to get into the end zone one more time.
Nice.
Hand off, left side. Jalen Wells breaks through a tackle, going to fight his way forward, and he's not going to get there, but he gets close. Down to the 1-yard line goes Jalen Wells.
Yeah, I can't speak enough on Jalen Wells and his productivity for this Lycans offense. I mean, every time he's touched, it seems like he goes an extra 4 yards.
I formation, 3rd and goal.
Let's see a sneak here, too.
That's Pryor moving to the top of your screen, left of the formation. Looking to throw this, throws, end zone, tipped it incomplete. That was very close to an interception as well, but he could not bring that one in. Even Arthur had his hands on it.
Yeah, even Arthur matched up against Jacob Farmer, the tight end, and that's just, that's not going to fly, SA. That's not going to fly. I would honestly avoid the tight ends in the red zone just because I know Louisiana's prepared for it. Give it to Jalen Wells, man, right? Give it to Jalen Wells and run up the middle.
4th and goal. At least LA is going to try to get some points out of this. It'll be an attempt for John Smith, left hash. 18-yard attempt on the chip shot. It is up, and it is through. So get it back to an 11-point advantage. Caps off a 12-play, 79-yard drive to end that drive. And now Louisiana is going to get the ball back.
Yeah, and we talked about how big of a drive that was for LA, and I still think it was good, right? Of course you want the 7 points. Wow, it's a short kick. Of course you want the 7 points, right? But you can be okay with 3. The big question is now, can your defense stop this Louisiana offense that's put up 3 touchdowns on you?
That is the question. Now, I mean, if there's any time to do it, now is the time. You have to. If you have any shot at this game, you do not want to go back down 3 scores at this point in the ballgame. This becomes a big defensive drive for LA's defense. This will be a Salmon's run, right side, loss of a yard. They've done a decent job capping him off on 1st down, but it's been the rest of the drives. So rest of the drive so far, that's been the issue.
Yeah, Devontae Moore making a really, really big tackle for loss there, and that's a crucial start to this. 1 yard loss on 1st down.
2nd and 11.
They're trying to go bump coverage on the outside. They're pressing.
Nobody in the bottom of your screen either. Man-to-man top. The 2 out wide. That'll be a handoff. Left side instead. A little bit of misdirection there. They put all the attention to the right side of the formation, then they run it to the left. Didn't yield any results that they wanted, though.
Again, you know, to keep these backs to -1 yard on first and second down is a huge accomplishment for this LA defense. And this is the big test, 3rd and 11. Watch green sleeves, wherever green sleeves is.
Utah throws on 3rd. What a grab! Over the middle of the field. There's the green sleeves and a first down for the Revs.
You got one job. The defensive coordinator for LA is like, just watch the sleeves. Just watch the sleeves. And what does he do? They put him in man coverage, and he runs a slant across the middle of the field. And wow, I mean, the rest is history. What a catch. Mike Twinscrew putting on a show for the folks at home.
Yeah, he is. He's been very, very good at multiple points of this football game, and he has the Revs in positive territory. This will be a pitch play right side, plenty of room for Salmons. He's going to get to the outside, try to break the edge, and he spins right into a tackle. 1st and 10 for the Revs as they at least get the 10 yards.
Not ideal that you give up that kind of run right after that pass play, but I will say this, Mike Scott made an excellent touchdown-saving tackle there, because if he doesn't make that tackle, that's a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And that might be your ball game as well, the way this game is going. In the shotgun for the first time tonight. 2 to the right, 1 to the left is Utah. It'll be a draw play, and that is a handoff through the middle, and it is a decent run that's Chris Grant Jr. So 7 yards, and it sets up a 2nd and short.
Yeah, Mike Scott, again, coming down and making a play there. That was a really, really good play.
Second and 3. Just south of 7 minutes left. Handoff through the middle, and nothing doing. That's a big-time hit at the point of attack. Salmons goes down. They gave him the first. I don't agree, and I think we're going to get a spot check.
Oh, we're not. Wow. Brogan Spiraw just got robbed because he came in and made a play inside that gap. That's going to be one that's going to be looked at a little bit later.
Yeah, it's got to be. There's no way that was a first down by the naked eye, at least, as Grant Jr. is going to get a 4-yard run. But that may be the lack of challenge there is puzzling, to say the least.
Well, fun fact here, Curtis. And I'll resume the fun fact after this. You can go ahead and do your thing.
Heavy set look for him, Louisiana. Big run forward, and he's going to get 3 yards. A couple of generous spots on this drive, including that one as Salmons gets a couple more. 3rd and 3.
Point A, this is a huge 3rd down for Louisiana.
Yes.
Point B, the fun fact. Did you know that our SFL refs could get 99% of snaps correct or calls correct, and they would still probably miss 100 calls throughout the duration of a season?
That's fair. That's a lot of snaps. That's going to be through the middle and nothing doing. 3rd down creates a stop. Tazzy Blackwell on the tackle creates 4th down and 4. It'll be a field goal attempt from there. It'll at least push it back to a 14-point advantage if it's made from 34 yards on the right side hash.
You know, if you're the offensive coordinator for LA on the sidelines, you're sitting here telling your crew, we gotta score twice anyways. You know what I mean? Let's just make it touchdowns.
Yep. At this point, you got to. Good high snap handle there. Otis Boudreau with a good kick, but that was handled really well by the backup quarterback there who grabbed that football. All right. So LA has their work cut out for them, no doubt. It's a 14-point advantage, 5 minutes, 17 seconds left to go in this football game. It will be about 10 yards deep in the end zone. They'll touch it back there to save the time. And we have a quick update back to SFL HQ we go. It's Cameron Irvine.
Thank you, Curtis. Charleston 3-0 all-time against this Chicago Warriors franchise. Make that 4. J.W. Hartshorn with the pick 6. Charleston all over the Warriors in their home opener. 19-3 late in that one. Back to you in L.A.
Back in Tinseltown, there's a good run to the left-hand side for Dan Curtis, and he has himself a 1st down and 10 for L.A.
Well, speaking of the name Curtis, I mean, Dan Curtis has got to be one of the unsung heroes of this game for LA. I mean, it seems like this guy is making big plays every single time he steps on the field, and every single time he goes out there, he's electric with the football. Great job by LA to get him involved.
Good stuff from LA. They're going to try the quick strike option, get themselves some quick points if possible. Sully over the left side. That one's caught towards the 41-yard line. They'll start the no-huddle process. Sully 15 for 25, just out the 200 on the day. Looking to throw this left side again. That one's caught to the 23-yard line and out of bounds. The clock does not stop, though, as he was forced out. Quads look. Here comes Sully again. Thrown through the middle. That one's caught. 8-yard gain. And another no-huddle option for the Lycans. Sully thrown right side. Incomplete. They'll huddle it up.
Ooh, I gotta breathe. I'm sitting here holding all of these these breakdowns of these plays. I mean, for one, LZ Pryor just ran 2 hitches that were just nasty. I mean, left the defender with nothing, and then ran a corner out in between that just burned him, and that was a dot by Sully. Regardless, carry on.
Here we go. 5 wide. Sully trying to get them into the end zone. Possibly right now. All those routes probably headed to the end zone. Blitz coming. Sully throws. End zone tipped and incomplete. 4th down and 2, and I think it's go for it time for LA.
Yeah, I want to say go for it. I could see a world
where they don't.
No, yeah, I could see a world where they kick a field goal, but I mean, there's 4 minutes left. But do you trust your defense to give up a first down or to allow a first down? Yeah, they've got to go for it.
Yeah, that was my thought too. 5 wide. Got to get the 11-yard line at least for the first down. They're going to overload the right side. Big. Dan Curtis.
Yep. They've got a safety over top here, too. That's going to be a crucial. The Tank Bennett's over top.
Sully, end zone, picked off. Back the other way they go. And it'll be returned to the 15-yard line. And that may seal things here in L.A.
Yeah, Dante Grimm really playing a great coverage there. You could see him playing in man coverage. He knew he had help over top with Tank Bennett. Just a great job jumping in front of that route, breaking a tackle almost. I mean, hey, he could have made an extra move there, but listen, Louisiana sideline is fired up right now because their defense just made a huge play.
Louisiana in a real good spot to get back into the win column. 4:07 left. Is going to be about burning time off this clock. Expected to see the Dwayne Salmons and Chris Grant Jr. show. And Dwayne Salmons as the first episode. He's got the run through the middle, 4 yards, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, I think it's just time to just hand these 2 backs that you pay so handsomely. Just give them the ball and let them take care of the rest, you know? That's my game plan if I'm Louisiana's offensive coordinator.
Yep, I think you're right on the money. 2nd and 6. On the horizon with 3:41 left in this football game. That's JMS in motion. Going to move him to the right of the formation. They'll use him as a blocker for this run play for Chris Grant Jr., and he will go close to nowhere. 3rd and 6. LA wants to get the ball back. Not sure if it's too little too late at this point, but they need a 3rd down stop to get him started.
I don't think it's too little too late. I think the biggest thing is you got to get a stop here on 3rd down, force a punt. You know, you're no matter what, you're relying on an onside kick. There's no way around it.
Third and 6. Louisiana better than 50% on 3rd down so far. They can go 7 for 12 if this one goes through. Handoff, not going to happen. He's going to get taken down at the line of scrimmage. Louisiana will take their time and punt this away.
Yeah, and this is big because they're going to have to get the snap off before the 2-minute warning. So that's almost like a free timeout for LA's offense.
Actually, that clock has them a fraction of a second before. So the 2-minute warning is going to hit before that play clock runs out, if they decide to do it.
I think they'll snap it.
I think they will too. I don't think they want to play any kind of gamble with that.
No. I'd be a little ticked off if I was Louisiana's coach.
I mean, Their bread
Look
bar
at him,
down
look
quite
at
a
him.
bit. Well, wow. Punt is end over end. Fair catch called for at the 40-yard line in LA territory by Shea Carroll. And the 2-minute warning is upon us. It is a 24-10 ball game. Louisiana looking to wrap it up in Tinseltown. It's the SFL on YouTube. Chris Curtis, Mike O'Neill in the broadcast booth with you. Alex West, Mike Daggs on stats, and Cameron Irvine hitting all the buttons in the producer's truck. That's over the middle, right side. That one's caught. Down the right side he goes. It's Chris Lee making something happen for this LA offense at the 30.
Curtis, they just took 7 seconds off the clock. 7 seconds off the clock to move the ball into field goal range. Not only that, but Chris Lee making a play and getting out of bounds. The awareness to go out of bounds and stop the clock.
1st and 10. 5 wide. Sully throws over the middle. Tipped and incomplete. Was looking for something from Jack Flash over the middle there, and it didn't quite happen. It's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, again, trying to go back to Jack Flash, but we know Louisiana's going to have him guarded. They're going to have him locked down, and you got to look to your Shea Carrolls, your LZ Pryors here.
Got to get something done. Sully throws, looking over the top. That is incomplete. That was in the hands of Chris Lee. Could not bring it down. 3rd and 10 coming.
Yeah, Rollerman Hood just had him locked down. Chris Lee was just blanketed over there by Rollerman Hood.
3rd and long. 3 to the left, 2 to the right, 5 wide for LA. 102 seconds left in this football game. They're showing blitz and 2 more. That's going to be thrown right side, tipped again, and incomplete. LA going to have to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, this is 4th down territory, and this is essentially, I don't want to say the game, but it's kind of the game. You know what I mean?
No, it is. There's no imagination about it. 100 seconds to go, and 1 first down will end the game after this if they don't get this.
They got 1 safety back deep, probably playing the deep middle.
Got to get to the 23-yard line.
Yeah. It could be one-on-one coverage up top, Curtis.
Looking to throw this right side. That one's caught. Got to turn the corner. Can't do it. And Jack Flash can't get the first down on the catch. They will give up the ball to Louisiana, and that is very close to your ball game.
Oh man, and look, I don't hate the call. I don't hate the read, but Jack Flash, he's got to turn that up. You got to turn that up, and you've got to have the awareness to get out of bounds past the sticks. That's really unfortunate, Curtis.
1st and 10 for Louisiana. Handoff through the middle. Salmons is going to get a couple of yards. 2nd and 7, and LA takes the first of their timeouts.
Now, look, I think one thing that's important to mention, Curtis, is if you're Los Angeles right now, there's a lot of things to build on from this game. There were already a lot of things to build on from Arizona, but there's a lot of good things to take away from this game.
There are some good things to take away, but I think that the relative consensus in the LA locker room and in the fan base is going to be that they took a step back this week. They went through and probably should have had a better showing after the showing they had against Arizona, and LA came out and played very, very well against what should have been a very motivated LA team.
Yeah, I think that I kind of have to disagree, though, with them, because I'll say this. I actually would take this over the showing in week 1 against Arizona all day, because for one, your offense looked put together. Jalen Wells in the run game looked great. They had flashes, right? Dan Curtis looked amazing. Oh, wow. 4th and 1. Good stop.
Yeah, big time hit. Anyway, continue.
Dan Curtis looked amazing. Sully looked super, super comfortable and poised. They had really good route concepts in there. I like that the passing game looked really, really good at times. I think that the offense overall had a lot of good flashes. The bottom line is their red zone offense wasn't good enough.
High formation. Going Going to go for it on 4th down to lay the hammer down, and they get it. And that will likely be your ball game after a couple of kneels. Louisiana going to put the finishing cherry on top of this. But yeah, no, I agree with it to a point. You had some good points in there, but still, I think that they, in my opinion, I think they had a better showing in week 1. Louisiana, though, let's talk about them for a second, because after the disappointment felt by their loss against Mexico City, which I know Mike Daggs is celebrating about in the stats truck with us today, the poise they showed to come into hostile territory in LA against what would have been a very hostile crowd, they came through and played a very good game of football. They had the concepts down. They had the matchups where they wanted them. The play design was good to take advantage of the pieces they had on the field. I really liked what the Revs did tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and the big thing for me is just how well Tommy Utah played, right? Like how good Tommy Utah looked out there just really, really, really impressed me overall. I think that's the big thing. I mean, Louisiana's offense looked not even their own in week 1, right? Like it looked like they were running somebody else's offense. And then this week they come out, they've got both of the backs humming, they've got everything going right, and Tommy Utah looks like a complete quarterback.
Yeah, that was a very complete performance by him, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they do next week as well. Louisiana gets the win, 24-10, your final score. Mike, break it down for us as we look at stats.
Yeah, I mean, it all comes down to a lot of offense, right? But only one team was able to really, score points whenever it came down to it, and that was Louisiana. I mean, you see Tommy Utah, 118 QBR there. I mean, really, really took it away. I can't say enough about Mike Twinscrew and what he did. Mr. Greensleeves himself tonight, really having a great performance. And I think Louisiana's defense is kind of going, unnoticed a little bit as well. I mean, held this LA team that went down to the wire against Arizona to 10 points. And look, I mean, bottom line is Louisiana just had a really complete performance, and LA just couldn't capitalize on opportunities.
And that finishes off a nice game for Louisiana. One more game in the books for tonight, and then the Monday Night Spectacular tomorrow night gets going as Cameron Irvine, Mike St. Green this week in the SFL gets things started early, and then it's Cameron Irvine, Charles Doherty in the broadcast booth for the first Monday Night Spectacular of the new season. 24-10, Louisiana wins over the LA Lycans. For Mike O'Neill, I'm Chris Curtis. For more information, head over to simfl.net. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Monday Night Spectacular. Have a good night, everybody.